Okay, let's dive right in. We're looking at a really visually striking chapter today, Zechariah chapter 3.
Yeah, it's quite something. You're thrown straight into this vision, this almost courtroom-like drama in the heavens.
Right, and the main figures are there immediately. Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord.
Exactly. He's representing Israel, so the stakes feel high right from the start. It's quite a setup.
And the tension gets, well, really cranked up because Satan is also there, standing right beside Joshua.
At his right side, the text says specifically, and his purpose is explicit. Accusation. He's there to accuse Joshua.
It's pure spiritual opposition right there in the vision.
But then, before the angel even seems to act, God himself, the Lord, jumps in.
With that powerful line, "The Lord rebuke you, Satan."
Yes. It's immediate divine intervention, God defending his representative. It just cuts right through the accusation.
It really does. And then there's that image God uses, asking, "Is not this man a burning stick snatched from the fire?"
Ah, that phrase is so important. Think about it, a burning stick, something pulled out of the fire.
It's just about to be consumed.
Exactly. It shows utter vulnerability, rescued not by his own strength, but solely by God's action at the very last moment. It tells you everything about Joshua's state, and Israel's state, really.
Which makes sense, considering how Joshua looks in the vision. He's described as wearing filthy clothes.
Yeah, and that's clearly not just about needing a wash. In this context, those filthy clothes are a direct symbol.
Of sin, unworthiness.
Precisely. Sin, impurity, standing before a holy God in that state. It represents the people's condition.
So the next step is crucial. The angel gives an order.
Take off his filthy clothes, a command to others standing by. It's a direct move to deal with that impurity.
And then the angel speaks right to Joshua.
Yeah, this is the core of it. See, I have taken away your sin, and I will put rich garments on you.
Wow, so it's not just covering up the filth, it's actually taking away the sin.
Absolutely. It's divine cleansing.
Yeah.
A complete removal and then being reclothed, in righteousness, in fitness for service.
Yeah.
God does the whole thing.
And they finish it off by putting a clean turban on his head, too.
Right, restoring his priestly dignity. So he goes from this burning stick state, covered in filth, to cleansed, reclothed, ready.
Okay, so after this cleansing, there's a charge given to Joshua.
Yes, the angel delivers God's message. But it starts with a condition, which is interesting. If you will walk in my ways and keep my requirements.
Ah, so grace isn't cheap. There's still an expectation of obedience moving forward.
Definitely. And if he meets that condition, the promises are pretty significant. He'll govern my house and have charge of my courts.
That sounds like real authority managing the temple space.
It is. And there's more. He'll be given a place among these standing here.
Among the angels or divine beings, that's quite an elevation.
It suggests access, honor, a new kind of status, but then the vision kind of zooms out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it says Joshua and his friends, his associates, are men symbolic of things to come.
So this whole personal drama with Joshua, it's pointing towards something bigger, something future.
Like what? What future stuff does it mention?
Well, two key things really stand out. First, God says he will bring my servant, the branch.
The branch. That's a term we see elsewhere in the prophets, right?
Ah.
Often points to the Messiah.
Exactly. It's a messianic title. Suggests new life, legitimate rule, hope for the future line of David.
Okay, and the second thing.
This really intriguing stone set in front of Joshua, it's described as having 7 eyes.
7 eyes. That often symbolizes like perfect vision or God's omniscience.
That's the common interpretation. God sees everything. And he says he'll engrave an inscription on it. It feels like the stone is foundational, maybe for God's future work, under his watchful eyes.
And connected to all this future stuff, the branch, the stone, there's a huge promise.
A massive one. God declares, I will remove the sin of this land in a single day.
Whoa, one day. That sounds incredibly decisive. A specific future event.
It points towards a complete foundational dealing with sin, likely connected to the work of the Messiah, the branch. Total removal.
And the ultimate result of all this, the rescue, the cleansing, the promises, the removal of sin, where does it lead?
It leads to peace, a picture of complete security and well-being.
The vision ends with that lovely image. In that day, each of you will invite his neighbor to sit under his vine and fig tree.
Yeah, the classic biblical image for peace, prosperity, shalom. Just sitting safely, enjoying abundance, no fear.
So, looking back at this chapter, it's quite a journey. From accusation and filth,
To God's direct rescue, cleansing, new clothes, new responsibilities.
and then these massive future promises about the branch, the stone, removing sin in one day, leading to perfect peace.
It's a powerful picture of God's grace intervening, the reality of transformation, and the certain hope of future redemption.
And it really pivots on that initial image, doesn't it?
The burning stick snatched from the fire, it sticks with you.
It really does. Maybe something for you to think about. What might it mean in your own life, perhaps, to feel like that burning stick? And what could experiencing God's rescue look like? A powerful thought.